Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. On tonight's episode of Life is Your Style, we are going to talk about how long does it take to make a first impression. So let me know in the comments below if you're catching this hashtag live or hashtag replay, and just how long do you think it takes to make a first impression? So my name is Stephanie Paincho, and we are going to talk about a few techniques, 6 in fact, that you can use to make better virtual video impressions. So let me know in the comments, are you frequently on video calls? Is that something that you do all the time, or this is something that's new to you? And if you have tips for virtual videos, add them in the comments below. So let's take a look at how long studies show that it takes to actually make that first impression. And the studies actually, the research done, and the article that I looked at tonight is from the Science of People. It is an amazing email to subscribe to, a site with all sorts of great information. So I would highly recommend you check it out. The research suggests that your first impressions are actually 76% accurate. So without people saying anything, just from the nonverbal signals people are giving off, how they walk onto a stage, you will have formed a first impression. And after that, your brain is designed to push everything that you see one way or the other. So either you like that person or you've made a first impression and you don't like that person. And whatever they do after that, your brain is going to go with a confirmation bias to push them one way or the other. So let's set you up for success. So how long does it take to make a first impression? It is actually 7 seconds. So you have 7 seconds when you walk into a room, when you walk onto the stage, when you come live onto a video call to make an impression with people. And that first impression, research shows, will stick for quite a while, and it's hard to change first impressions. Princeton researchers suggested that people can make accurate judgments within 1/10 of a second. So all of those nonverbal cues that you are giving off without even realizing it make a difference. So let's take a look at some of the tips that you can use to make a better first impression virtually. So if you're looking at a job interview online, you're starting a meeting, you are leading a meeting, what does it look like when you first appear on the screen, and what are some of the things that you can do to make that better? So the first thing that you can do is put a good distance between you and the camera, because if you are up close, and being on video is somewhat similar to being in person. If you got super close to somebody in person, this would be too much in their space and it would be really uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable for me to talk to the camera this close. You can see my lashes really well up close, but this is too much. This is actually violating your personal space. And some of you actually moved back when I moved that much closer to the camera. So they say about 18 inches away is the best space. So my keyboard tray is a little bit further than that out, or about 46 centimeters. So find your comfortable distance. You also want to make sure that your camera is putting you in the full frame so that you're not hiding at the bottom. So you're not down here and there's a lot of space up above. So make sure you take some time to position your camera and find that comfortable distance so you don't make other people uncomfortable. Now, since you can't shake hands and you are on video, what you can do is wave. When you wave, you show people the palms of your hands. That shows them that you're not hiding anything. You're not hiding anything. So that means that the primitive part of their brain is not wondering what you're doing with your hands. They're not wondering if you're hiding something. So when you show people your hands, it's a way to build trust. So wave hello, and that's a great way to start the video rather than looking around going, gee, I don't know where to find this, or these types of things. When you join the video call, make eye contact and wave to say hi to people. So again, that builds your intentions and your trust, your know, like, and trust factor with people, and that helps. Another thing to consider is, we've talked a lot about, or I haven't talked a lot about this, but there's been a lot of articles about this in the past year. Think about your background. So what is it that's behind you? What can people see? If it's in your house, think strategically about what you have behind you. Will be dogs, cats, pets, other people be crossing behind you? Will kids be running through? Does that matter on the type of call that you're on? So think about the background. The other part would be if I switched up the lights so they got a little bit crazy here, that would be somewhat distracting to you depending on the type of mood that I'm trying to, or type of image I'm trying to portray. So if I slow down the lights, clean up the background, that helps. So we've talked about make sure that you have a good distance, wave hello, and choose a clean background or put up a backdrop. You can get them really cheap on Amazon. So the other thing that's really important that will help your video calls is lighting. So think about the lighting that you have up around you. Think also if you have glasses, if you get a ring light, the ring light is going to show in your glasses and that won't work so well. But lighting in the front is much better than the lighting behind you, unless you know how to set up lighting from behind. Otherwise, if you are in front of a window, the camera is going to pick up all the light from outside and your face is going to look really dark and it's going to be hard to see you. So add the lighting in front. That will be the most helpful. And the other thing that you should do is look at the camera dot. So up here, this spot right here, that's where you need to look at the camera. If I'm staring at myself over here on the screen, it doesn't look like I'm actually making eye contact. If I'm reading through the article and the notes that I have here, I'm not actually looking at you. So when you are wanting to make eye contact with people through video, you actually have to look at your camera. So make sure you know where your camera is. And the last thing to think about is dress for the occasion. So yes, people can only see part of you on camera, but how you dress affects your mindset. So every day, whether I am going into the office or I'm talking to you from here, from my basement, I get dressed up, I put my makeup on, I do my hair, I put on lashes, of course, and I get all dressed up. The only thing I don't wear is shoes, except for today, I happen to put on mismatching slippers because I switched them out apparently during a video call. So make sure that you dress for the occasion. How you dress impacts your mindset, and that impacts the impression that you make on video. So those are the 6 quick tips of how to improve virtual video impressions. Let me know in the comments if those are helpful. And thank you so much for watching. And if you're interested in catching up on other Life is Your Style videos and ideas and information that I've been sharing, drop me a message and I will send you a link to my YouTube channel. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.